Hello, and thank you for joining me. I'm Lady Laila Love, and this is Parenting Adventures with Laila. I want you to pat yourself on the back. Give yourself a big hug. You know why? You're a great parent. If you're not abusing your child, you're a great parent. That is the qualifications. I have been beating myself up for the last 2 years from all through kindergarten because I was just thrown into it. I don't have any other kids, and kindergarten is a whole new experience to a new parent, especially a single parent. I didn't know what was going on, but they finally kind of got it organized, and everybody has a laptop. And of course, my kid broke his laptop, so it was like he never got it back. Like he got a loaner, and then he didn't have a loaner, and then school was over. So I always thought he was behind in kindergarten. I mean, they take the assessments, but I don't know what I'm reading, and everything is electronic and logging here and there. And I was just, you need a manual. You need a manual. Someone needs to say, this is what's going to happen. These people already have kids. They're like, oh yeah, Janie's in 3rd grade upstairs with Mrs. Peppermickle. And, Joey is in the 5th grade. And, well, you know what? Help us people who are just getting here. The group chat is great, but at the same time, I need some video instructions or something. Anyway, move forward. We get into 1st grade, and now everything is kind of different again. We already did a year, but now we're doing this and that, and here's the computer, and I've been all over the place. I don't know what's going on. It seems like, what happened to the teachers supposed to teach the kids during the day that they're at school? Like now they have homework every night. You're in kindergarten and you have a packet that's due once a week, which breaks down to 1 or 2 pages every night. You have homework every night, okay? And you have electronic homework. You're supposed to be recording Chinese and uploading it to your teacher. Okay, this is a lot of work. So now I don't have no pick up my kids and have an evening with my kids playing games and family time, which I'm guessing parents do. I don't know. I'm a first-time parent. But now I'm doing homework from 6 to 8, and then you know what? You got to go to bed, and I got to get you to bed, and then I have to read to you. By the way, don't forget to read a book a day. I got to do this too, which is cool. I get it. But it is, a lot. It's a lot. So if you want to be a great parent, you're going to do a lot, and you're going to be tired. And guess what? Give yourself a hug. Hug yourself right now. Hug and squeeze, and guess what? If you can kiss your shoulder, kiss your arm or something. Give yourself a kiss. Because this is a lot of work. Who said having kids was going to be all this work? Because guess what? I might have skipped it this lifetime. I'm just saying. I'll do kids next lifetime. This is a lot of work. You want a kid but not have a kid, get a dog. If you want a kid and you don't, get a dog. Take the dog to the vet. It's the doctors. They got to do the teeth. They got to get the shots. They got to have their vitamins. They got to have their anti-flea. They got to be washed. They got to eat. They got to poop. They got to poop outside, and they don't talk. So if you talk and you poop in a potty, you a kid. Okay? It's a lot of work. A lot of work with kids. So I'm okay with not being around a bunch of little kids. Bigger kids make less mess. Little kids make a lot of mess. That's how I feel about it. Now, I might be wrong. I'm not going to know until I get to that age range. But right now, at 7, there's still a lot of mess. So, holy moly panoli. I just got to tell you, think twice. Learn the phases of the cycle of the menstruation. It is information that a man and a woman should know. Okay? We all in this together, aren't we? So why wouldn't a man know a menstrual cycle of a woman? Right? Prepare for your wife or be attentive. If you already got a wife, girlfriend, mate, whatever, life partner, planet partner. Okay, let's keep it moving. So I've been beating myself up because it's a lot. It's a lot when you add Cub Scouts to it. It's a lot when you add any kind of lessons in the evening time during the week. It's a lot to try to do and not be stressed over. And you know what? You can't half behind this. You have to sit there and do it with them. And you have to be attentive. Now, this is what I have a problem with, because guess what? I got other stuff to be doing, to be sitting here with this kid while this kid is trying to learn this stuff. Okay, ABC and 20 plus 20 is 40. Yes. I am so happy that you even learning this at this young age, because they didn't teach me this until 3rd grade. But let's back this up. Aren't you supposed to learn this in school? Why are you... Okay, anyway. I am beating myself up by not doing like ABC Mouse. We need to do 2% every night, and we need to do this much of the education.com. We got to keep you moving, keep you learning, keep your mind moving. And by the way, we got to do Chinese, and I don't know nothing about no Mandarin. I am exhausted, and I am tense, and I'm uptight because it's so much and I'm not doing enough. And I get the report card, and it says 26 under 26, and this is everything is the 2s, and everything is the 4s check, the 4s check, the 4s check, and the 2. And I'm like, okay, report cards, first of all, I recall they used to have, in the beginning, was something like unsatisfactory was a U, satisfactory was an S, and an O was outstanding. And then you would have all these little divisions, and they would put, O's, and you would know if your kid was outstanding or satisfactory. And then it was, ABC, I believe. But 2s and 4s, I'm not getting. I'm guessing that's good. 26 out of 26 is 100%. Okay. And then you have, here's the family assessment. So wait, this was a whole nother sheet. This is a printout that came out, and the teacher checks the printout of what was given for the test. This is the dumbed down report card of the test. Now, for the families, is a 2-page printed what happened, graphs, bars. You can understand what's going on and where your kid did good and how your kids improved and what has happened in these 3 tests that were given at the beginning of the year, the middle of the year, and the end of the year. And now you can see where, and by the way, here it says at 1st grade level. Oh, okay. So I'm looking at first grade. Started out coming from kindergarten, not at 1st grade. Everything was working towards, 1st grade, working towards that level. And then in the middle of the year, stuff had started clicking, and he's at the first grade level in some and still working towards. At the end of the year, he is now at first grade level at everything. But if you look at the little bar system and you see the different levels, at first grade has one level above it, which is above the grade. Now I see what I'm striving for. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so with you not fully doing the ABC Mouse and education.com and not fully doing the homework most of the time, or turning it in, getting the homework done, but sometimes just turning it in late. Just because who's got time to check this stuff? I'm trying to do this other thing. I'm building an empire. Okay. And I'm trying to help you too, because we're doing the assignments that are, we were good on the homework that was computer assignments. There's always some kind of assignments on a computer to do. It's just sitting down and doing the writing part of it, the writing packet. It was something that I would forget frequently. And even with me charging the aftercare to do this, it would still sometimes get neglected and turned in late, which they really didn't care that it got turned in, just that they did it. So I'm beating myself up. No hugs for me. Bad mommy, you're not giving enough. You got to do more. And you know what? He got 26 out of 26. Give yourself a hug. Give yourself a kiss. Kiss the back of your hand. Kiss your arm. Kiss your arm again. Give yourself a kiss. And give yourself a hug. Because guess what? You did a lot. It didn't get done in the order it was supposed to get done. But guess what? The kid learned and the kid made it through. And hallelujah, we got 11 more years. Counting them down. Counting them down. So, we're getting there. We're getting there. Just remember, it's a lot. So, will I be stressing myself out this year? Because now there's above grade level. Dun, dun, dun. And we'll be very attentive of what's being done during the evenings, during the summer. Right? We want above the grade level. So now we're shooting for everything in the second grade. We're going to up that ABC Mouse and move on to ABC Mouse Part 2, which I believe is 3rd grade through 8th grade. So we're currently starting 2nd grade. Part 1. So we're going to zoom through that, and we're going to zoom through 3rd grade. By the summer, get him on ABC Mouse 4th grade level and see what he tests at. Don't forget, you got to go to the library and you got to get books and you got to keep up with what's going on at the library. If you're slow to complete the book and have to renew the book and a book a night, guess what? Let's go to, once they get to a certain age and they're not reading the little bitty cardboard books, which they should be in the library picking it out, finding their interest, because after Hansel and Gretel, which is terrible that these kids are going into woods when they're not supposed to be, and they're getting eaten up by crazy people who eat children. What are we really teaching our kids? That it's okay for cannibalism in a fairy tale? I'm not going to get into that. Think about these stories that we're telling the kids. I thought we're supposed to do happy stories. Not there's bad, evil things out there and people trying to eat you, or people dressing up as your relatives so that they can eat you. The deception. Okay, it's okay for Red Riding Hood because she's going to see Grandma. The deception. What are we teaching them at a young age? Let's eliminate these books from the curriculum. Let's move on. We're going to be in theeducation.com and moving up the grade levels within that. And we're going to see what happens. And another thing, if you are starting out like I am in public school and you decide that you would like your kid to go to a private school, they do have scholarships and such as that, then your kid needs to be 2 grade levels ahead of the public school settings, and I would say 2 grade levels ahead in the settings that are in the ABC Mouse, as well as the settings that are in the education.com. And why I say this is because I've gone through the process and I saw some stuff that I thought, the preschool were, doing, trying to get him into that program. The stuff that was on the test, I didn't see for a year to a year and a half later. Oh, that's why they had the triangles inside the triangles. Okay, he is 4 and they didn't learn that until he was 6. So I would definitely recommend just to be super prepared on that end of it. I know they got the personality test and all that good stuff, and they meet the kids, but for just straight knowledge, coming into that, to take that, I would definitely have them 2 grades ahead. And the best that you can. These are the two tools that I've used that I can see using these tools, as well as a lot of just writing on the line paper, so they get the spacings of a capital letter with the lowercase letters. Just a lot of writing, and I haven't done this yet, but I bet a great idea is just to have them write a paragraph. You can write the first 4 sentences of this paragraph and of their favorite book. So let's do their favorite book. So our book would be something with LeBron James, a book with Steph Curry, because we're into the basketball, but it might also be something with Iron Man, Spider-Man, Black Panther. So whatever your kid's interested in, get a book. When you're, even something y'all are just reading, just go ahead and have kids that, okay, depending on how young they are, when they're learning these letters, to write this line and then sit there with them. The patience of the sit there with them, for the parents that have the ADD and the parents have the undiagnosed ADD, is, it can be like torture. So what I also recommend is, especially if you can do this, if you're getting ready to do a learning area, because you haven't set up your learning area, is get the stand-up desk. Get the desks that are adjustable from sit to stand up. Get the stools that are adjustable from sit to stand up, that also are like got that rotating ball where they stay stood up, but you can kind of rotate for your spine and stuff like that. These are the tools I would add for yourself as well as for the kids, because the kids like to move. So yeah, you should be able to stand up and do your 20 plus 22 is 42. Yes, just like the 21 plus the 21. Yes. Okay, we're learning. We're standing up because we're constantly moving. We're sitting on a stool that we can rock our hips and keep our spines going because their spines are super limber anyway at this point. So let's keep our spines limber and let's keep moving and learning because we are movers and learners. You know, us sitting down to a confined space, for 8 hours a day, another 4 hours in the evening is really not who we are. So keep yourself in alignment with the school system. Keep them learning in different ways. And remember to have fun. You're a great parent. Give yourself a hug. Okay, let's stop. Deep breath. All right. Relax. Okay, give yourself a hug. Hug yourself because you are a great parent. It is an adventure. Okay? There is not a book on this. I should have started this 3 years ago. But it's an adventure. I could tell you some stuff about changing some diapers and potty training. Okay? Save the planet. Get cloth diapers. Yes, you can diaper a child for $300 for their entire life. Okay? And yes, it will motivate you to potty train by one. Okay? We'll go back in time. Do some I remember when and pull out some stuff out the attic. You say that stuff. And you give yourself a hug because you're great. You give yourself a hug because you don't know what you're doing. And guess what? You get up every day and you go to the parenting job, don't you? Right? That should give you strength to do anything you set your mind to. Right? Give yourself 100% love. Get the t-shirt. It'll be in the shop soon. 100% love, baby. From me to you. You better believe it. Because I'm trying to love myself 100%. And I want you to love yourself 100%. And don't forget about it. Hug yourself. Give yourself give myself a kiss. Because shoot, I showed up and I did the darn thing. Sure did. Better watch out now. I'm coming through. Building an empire, raising a kid. As they say, hallelujah. Yes. Yeah. I did it. I'm doing it. And it's hard. It's crazy. It's crazy hard. So what do? Get that money up. Invest in au pairs. What we're looking to do next. I'm going to call him or her. She, he. I'm going to call this wonderful person my child's assistant. Because I am currently my child's assistant the cooking, the dressing, the wiping. Well, no, we're out of the wiping of the butts, You do graduate to not have to wipe the butts. Although, as long as you have to wipe the butts, you think that you'll wipe the butts forever. But just like diapers, they do go away. You won't have to wash these diapers. This is the last liner I'll ever have to wash. Amen. Hallelujah. Whoa, feeling good now. Yes, I am. Thank you very much. It's crazy, but it's true. They do walk, they do talk, and they do poop in the potty. And they do dress themselves. When you in it don't feel like it. And it's fun. Remember, hugs and kisses. Hugs and kisses. And I'll tell you what, to break anger. This is the tip of the day. Parenting tip of the day. We're not going to start that. Is hugs and kisses break anger and tension. Try it. Put it down below. Let me know if it works. Because I'm telling you, when the kid is mad, give him a hug. Kiss him. Just give it I like to say, I'm giving you some baby kisses. Let me give you some of these baby kisses. That's how I did the baby kisses. Right? So, I say, let me kiss the baby. Let me kiss the baby. Right? Because the child is your baby, right? So, I'm going to do it when he's 16. Yup, sure am. But he's real cool temperament. But same thing. It works on you. So, I'll get mad and I'll be like, what did you do? I can't believe you did this. Da, 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 da. I'm tense. My body's tensing up. My heart rate's raising. I'm yelling. Don't try not to yell. Okay. I'm working on it. And he give me a hug. He'll rush over there to me so fast and get like, he just walks. I'm like, dude, you walking into the fire. That hug break me down. I mean, when somebody's hugging you, OMG. I'm going to tell you this right now. Also, that compression of the hug, you can't flail your arms around just like they say. You have to wrap the baby up real tight, and it feels like the baby's hugging themselves, and so they won't, cry in their arms. You got to put the arms close to the chest. Guess what? Do it for yourself. When you feel the tension, stop it. Hug yourself. When you in the tension, hug yourself. Hug yourself down. Go in the bathroom and be like, these people are plucking my nerves and I'm about to catch a case like the postman did at that post office. I'm going to go up in here and shoot everybody. Let me go get me a permit. Okay, look, you plotting. Go in the restroom and hug yourself and take a deep breath. Breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. In through the nose and out through the nose. Okay, hug yourself. Hug yourself and hug yourself some more. And stand there. Just stand there. If you don't want to be in there too long, when you walk in there and you shut that stall, you go ahead and you set you a 10-minute timer. Guess what? Be like I went and took a number 2. I needed some extra minutes. Give yourself a 10-minute timer. And I want you to stand in there and I want you to take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the nose. Nice and slow. And hug yourself the whole 10 minutes. Because at the end, you're going to find some joy. Remember, you loved this job when you first started. You loved this career when you first got into it. And reevaluate. And keep it moving. Because you're going to have to keep it moving regardless. Okay? Maybe it's time to start looking for something else. Find the joy again. Pray the people away. I'm going to tell you right now, pray the people away does work. I'm going to throw you something else. Here's tip number 2. Pray the people away. If you pray the negative people out of your life, they will move out of your life. And I'm going to tell you how to pray, because people say, hold up now. I ain't going to the HE place. I'm not going there. So when you talking about praying somebody, well, I'm not putting no bad JoJo, Juju, Mojo. I'm not doing that. That's not me. I'm not into that. I don't do that. Guess what? I don't do it either. I pray the people away for good stuff. Wait, what you talking about? Well, first of all, they not my enemies. They just people that are disrupting the flow a little bit in my life, right? The calm, the peace. So, I pray your way. I say, listen, I pray that we both be elevated in life. I pray this person be elevated in life, that I don't have to be working with them. I pray that I be elevated in life, that I don't have to work with them. I pray it away. I pray them away. I pray them to the best situation that they can be in. I pray myself into the best situation that I can be in. And I pray them away. Tip number 2, guess what? Your prayers are always answered. So you pray them away, you will elevate, they will elevate, and you be like, the flow was so nice and peaceful and smooth now. My life is feeling so good now, and so-and-so will never cross my path again. Or it's highly unlikely that it happens. Thank you. Because people come and go, right? Just saying. And these bad kids come and go. Because you can always go to another park. They got some good kids. There are several parks around. And you would be surprised driving through a nice neighborhood that there's a park tucked up in there somewhere. Like, oh, snap. Yeah, these folks got kids too. Right? So keep it moving. Do what you're supposed to do. And keep your eyes open. Because you'll be surprised what you see and what you find. And keep your ears open to learn to look for it, right? Because I just shared something you didn't know, right? Dropping nuggets. I love that, right? I love when they say dropping nuggets. Anyway, I think of gold nuggets, right? Like, who's back in the time had some gold nuggets? Digging for the ore. I'm a miner for sure. Feeling good, right? Loving life, right? Being a parent is great, right? Right. It is great. Give these kids some baby hugs, some baby kisses, and they give you the baby hugs and baby kisses. And if your kids just ain't into the hugging and stuff, guess what? We doing something new. It's called hugs and kisses, right? Because I know people got teenagers, but you know what? Bring the love back. And then the love will last you for a lifetime, because you know what? This person might need to be wiping some places that are unmentionable when you're in your 90s. But I'm all for the strong on into the hundreds. And that's something you're going to check out at a later time. But guess what? You're a great parent. Hug yourself. Give yourself a kiss. You did it. You're great. Keep going. I love you. I'm Lady Laila Love, giving 100% love from me to you.